Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of DomFi. Today, we are talking about the NFL playoffs. That's right, I'm a Buccaneers fan. Bet you didn't know that, did you? Actually, if you do know me, then you did know that. I've been a fan since 2002 when they made their first run to the Super Bowl against the Raiders, and they won. And I've been a fan ever since, so not a bandwagon, not a super Brady fan, you know. Actually, I never was. I hated Brady. um, but like the great Terrell Owens once said, he's my quarterback. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, um, that's not what I'm here to talk about. We're just here to talk about football. Just football talk. Like, what a great ending to a season. There was so much on the line for that last week, week 18. Um, the Steelers, making it. They were kind of outright, and they won their game. The Jaguars beat the Colts, so the Steelers can get in. Crazy. And then, of course, the big one, which was the Raiders Chargers. Winner of that game went to the playoffs, and who won? The Raiders. Crazy, right? And then, of course, for me, my Bucks. We were third place. We had a win, and we needed the Rams to lose, and they lost. And the Niners needed to win that game because it was Niners versus the Rams, and the Rams they lost, and the Niners won overtime. Crazy again, just exciting, great football, and I loved it. I loved it. It was great. I enjoyed every minute of it. But yeah, so let's dive into it, right? Um, so we know that the Titans are first place AFC, so they got that first week bye, and the same thing for the Packers for the NFC. They got the first week bye, right? With that, I watched the Packers Lions game, right? And the Lions won, right? That's cool. That's good. I'm glad they won. They needed that win. They needed that morale boost before they go into the off season and start, making plays. And hopefully next season they do a lot better. I'm hoping that they do. People probably say, oh, that game was a throwaway anyway, because no matter what happened to the outcome of that game, the Packers are still number one. They still get their first week bye. But the first half, they had all their starters out. Aaron Rodgers was out there playing that first half, and the Lions gave it everything they had. They were like, throw the whole playbook at them, and we'll just a couple trick plays. We got to get something going. We got to end this thing like on a positive note. So I think that game showed. Maybe they didn't take it that serious. Maybe I don't know. I know Aaron Rodgers wanted to end the season before going to the bye on a good note. They're in rhythm. Like, you want to go in rhythm before you go in that off week, so you don't feel like you have to fix things. But I still think that game showed that they're vulnerable, and I don't know. Rodgers has a tendency to choke during the playoffs. It's just statistics. It's a real thing, and I'm hoping that happens. But let's look at each game that's going to be happening this weekend. So the first one's going to be Saturday, Raiders and Bengals. I think that's going to be a really good game. But I believe Bengals take it. I do. I believe the Bengals are to beat the Raiders. Not by a lot. It won't be a blowout game. I think the Raiders have played well, especially with everything that they've gone through this year. Losing their coach and stuff, and so I feel like, the Raiders going in with a chip on their shoulders, like they're fighting hard. But how much more do they have? How much can they keep fighting? I feel like the Bengals are. They beat them earlier this year, 32-13. It's pretty bad, actually. But I feel like the Raiders have stepped up, and I feel like it'll be a closer game, but I still feel like the Bengals are going to win. That's just me. Then the next game is Patriots and Bills. This will be the third time they face each other this year. because they're in the same division. I think I like the Bills. Honestly, I like the Bills in this game a lot. Um, I feel again like the Bills have been ticking pretty good, especially towards the end of the season. Patriots have been doing well. I've been to the playoffs, right? So they got to be decent. They got to be good. I still again I feel like the Bills are the better team overall. Um, but I'm sure that would be a great game. I think that game will be kind of close, within 7. I'm guessing 7. I feel like it's gonna be like a 7 point game. Where I feel like the Raiders and Bengals will probably be a little bit closer. No more than 7. I can see the Bills and Patriots being a little bit more than 7, but not too much more. So yeah, that's my prediction right there. So Bills, Bengals, Dubs, Saturday. That's what's happening. You heard it here. Maybe not first, but I'm saying it. That's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it. Then Sunday. Buccaneers versus the Eagles. The Eagles have been off and on. They did well enough to make it to the playoffs, and I think the Bucks are going to crush them. Not crush, but they're going to win by a decent margin. I believe it's going to be within 14 points, um, but no less than 7. Um, Back in Week 6, the Bucks beat the Eagles 28-22. Um, but again, like I said, I feel that the Bucks are they have it figured out now. They got things figured out. With Godwin being injured, he's out for the rest of the season. With AB being crazy, he's out. Out like out the league out. And I just honestly, the Eagles they've been decent. They've been decent all year, and I think the Bucks are better, a lot better. I feel like it's a no-brainer to me. They got Tom Brady, I guess, right? He figures out ways to win, and I think with with Godwin and AB out, when we got some young talent in there. They've been getting more touches, more plays in, so more time with Tom, and I think that they're gonna beat the Eagles, pretty easy. That's it. Boom. Here's a game I'm excited about. The next one, which is Niners Cowboys. Niners and Cowboys. I After watching the Niner game versus the Rams, I'm kind of liking the Niners. I hate to say it. I've never been a fan of the Niners. I blame that on my parents. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, because my dad was a Cowboys fan. My mom was a Raider fan, so they had reasons to not like the Niners. I just kind of grew up not liking the Niners, and I still don't like them. And it's probably the best that the Cowboys is playing in a while. But the way that the Niners played hard this last Sunday to get in to the playoffs, um, I'm liking the Niners. I think they're on a streak right now, and I think they're gonna beat the Cowboys. Crazy. The final game on Sunday, I think is almost a no-brainer. I like the Chiefs over the Steelers. The Steelers had to fight and claw their way into the playoffs, and they had to rely on the Jaguars to do it, to beat the Colts. And if not, would be seeing the Colts play, but that's not happening. So I think the Steelers struggled with the Lions. They barely won. They beat the Ravens, which I thought was great. I thought that was a really good game. I just think that the Chiefs are more dialed in. They really are. They're the better team, hands down. They played earlier this year, 36-10. Big blowout. It's a big blowout. So again, Chiefs, just like that. And then the final game, which is Monday, is Cardinals Rams. I think this is gonna be a good game. Honestly, I would love to see the Rams win, only because I want to see Stafford. He's thriving. He's in the playoffs. Stafford's in the playoffs. That's great. Good for him. Coming from the Lions, he's devoted a lot of years to the Lions, a lot of hard years, and I think he deserves this. He deserves his playoff run, and I want to see him go a little bit further. If my Bucks can't win for some reason, if they can't go to the Super Bowl, I want to see the Rams do it. Because I think Stafford deserves a ring. I think he's good. I think he's good. He's not the best. He's not a obviously he's not a Brady. He's not a Aaron Rodgers, but he's like, or like a Manning. But he's right there. He's like, there's that top tier, and he's in this tier right below, for me. That's where I see Stafford at, which is a really good quarterback. He's a good quarterback, a great quarterback. Definitely a Hall of Famer. So hopefully, Kyler Murray's got more time. He can do it next year, bro. Don't worry about it. You guys did great this year. You had a good time. Don't worry about it. It's Stafford's time to get somewhere. And so yeah, I'm gonna go. Well, the Rams has kind of struggled last couple of weeks with some losses and some just barely winning, making mistakes. But even with the mistakes that they've made, with turnovers, still being able to come out on top, making the clutch plays. I think I favor the Rams in this one over the Cardinals. But yeah, these are my picks this weekend, and you better believe I will be paying attention and watching as many of these games as I can. Not all of them. Definitely the Eagles-Buccaneers game. That's a must. And I'll probably do my best to watch the Rams and the Cardinals. And there's probably a good chance I'll be watching the Chiefs game because I'm here in Kansas and everybody loves the Chiefs. Most people do. But that was my prediction. So I'm picking Bengals over Raiders, Bills over Patriots, Bucks over Eagles, Niners over Cowboys, Chiefs over Steelers, and Rams over the Cardinals. The Niners is the only upset I see. I don't really see any other upsets. Maybe Patriots over Bills. I can probably see that one. I can see the Patriots beating the Bills. I just like the Bills better in this game. And I mean, Cardinals Rams are ranked right next to each other, 5-4. So I don't know if I would count that as an upset, since they're close together. But yeah, I can see the Cardinals winning. Yeah, Bengals, Bills, Bucks, Niners, Chiefs, Rams. Those are going to be the winners of the first round of playoffs, wild card weekend. It will be an exciting weekend. I'm excited for football. I love football. Obviously, I'm wearing my jersey right now. I'll be wearing this jersey for the next couple weekends. Hard facts. As long as my Bugs allow me to. Yep, with that being said, I will touch lightly on this playoff stuff next week and probably talk about something different. Actually, next week I want to talk about Spider-Man. That's what we're going to do. We're talking about Spider-Man. I'm going to do a lot of Spider-Man stuff next week. Just touch on playoffs just a little bit. Just a teeny little bit. But, yeah. What are your thoughts on all these games? I want to know what you think, who you think is going to win. Who do you think is going to win overall? That's the big one, right? Who do I think is going to win overall? I want my Bucks to win overall. I really do. But back-to-back years is really hard, and Tom can do it. He's done it before. But yeah, I'm not going to make a prediction on who's going to win this year. Oh, my goodness, because that means I might have to vote against my Bucks. And right now, Green Bay looks really good. The Titans look really good. There's some good teams out here this year. I think NFC takes it this year again. That's what I'm thinking. NFC will be taking it. Sorry, AFC, it's not your year. It's either Bucks, Packs. Bucks or Packers. That's what I think. That's what I'm going with. Bucks or the Packers will be taking it to the house against either the Titans or the Chiefs. What? Those are my predictions. That's it. I want to hear your predictions. I want to know who you think is going to be winning this weekend, and I want to know who you think is going to take it all the way. So, that's it. Thanks for joining. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever. And I will definitely see you guys next week. Thanks for joining.